Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to do a review over the Herbie movies because they mean a lot to Nicholas. He chose this for this evening, and when he turned 4 years old, he had a Herbie themed birthday, and this was the closest I could get to Herbie. See that Volkswagen Bug painted yellow with peace symbols and stuff on it? Well, what his cake said, because I couldn't get a Herbie car, it said, Herbie celebrates your 4th birthday with a new paint job. So that's what I had put on there. And I took him over to someone's house that owned a Herbie car, and I took his picture with Herbie, and he got to go on a ride in it for his 4th birthday. I'll never forget it. He loved Herbie. That's all he would talk about, and he still loves Herbie even today. And he's going to talk to you about Herbie. Go ahead,
All
son.
right, we're gonna start by going through all the movies. So here's the first one. It's called The Love Bug, and it's got let's see here. It's got Dean Jones, David Tomlinson, who back then was a big actor, Michelle Lee, and Buddy Hackett, the famous comedian Buddy Hackett in it, and
Let me stop you right there. One of my favorite scenes in that movie is at the very beginning when he goes into the fire station and he's looking for something to eat, and Buddy Hackett says, "Eat that. That's pressed kelp. It aerates your liver." I think that's so funny. I don't know why, but it's just a funny joke.
Now, the Love Bug, it ain't my favorite one out of the series, but, it's one of the best ones. It's number 2 in my favorite movie of the series. So, I love Dean Jones as, what was his name? I can't remember his character's name, but, Jim. His name was Jim. That was his character's name. Jim Douglas. And Herbie was just such a good racing car with a mind of his own. So, alright, enough with that one. Here is the second movie in the series, Herbie Rides Again. It has Helen Hayes, Ken Berry, Stephanie Bowers, John McIntyre, and Kenna Wynn. Now, Herbie Rides Again, it was, to me, had a kind of a weird storyline to it. It was very different than the first one. But I feel like it was one of the funniest Herbie movies in the series, if not the funniest. Well, no, it was one of the funniest. We'll get to the funniest here next. But, yeah, this one's a good one. You want to say anything about it, Daddy?
No, it is what it is. I like the little old lady that befriends Herbie, and they're going against corporate greed and thinking that they can walk in and buy whatever they want to, regardless of the people living there or their own personal history. And I think it's a great story, but just go on and go to the next one.
This next one is my favorite one of the series and the funniest. Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo.
Well, it has Don Knotts in it. How could it go wrong?
Yeah, how could it go wrong? It's got Don Knotts, old Barney Fife in it. And it had the guy from Willy Wonka in it, Veruca Salt's dad. But
I think it's the most romantic.
Oh yeah, cause
all of them.
Cause
Doesn't Herbie fall?
Herbie falls in love with a blue and yellow Lancia. They're racing against each other, and boy, Herbie, with that mind of his own, goes hog wild over that car, that Lancia.
Machines in love before the 21st century. I mean, how can you go wrong?
I mean, they end up getting on a boat together.
But hey, don't get too excited, okay, son? Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Control your pheromones over there.
Okay. This next one is, in my opinion, the worst movie in the series. It wasn't bad. It's not my favorite. It's Herbie Goes Bananas, and it has Cloris Leachman, Charles Martin Smith, John Vernon, Stephen W. Burns, and Alyssa Davalos. And this one, I think he goes to, where did he go to?
Mexico, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it's Mexico.
That's why that little boy calls him Ocho.
Yeah,
because
Ocho.
5 and 3 added together is 8. And Ocho means 8 in Spanish.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, he's action-packed. He gets in there with a bull and gets covered in bananas. Like in the movie, Herbie does go bananas.
Loris Leachman, she was in Dancing with the Stars. She did an incredible job on that show. She's an amazing actress, amazing woman.
Big Dancing with the Stars fan right here. But,
all right, let's move on to the next one.
The last one of the series, Herbie Fully Loaded with Lindsay Lohan. It came out in 2005. It also stars Michael Keaton from Batman and Beetlejuice and a lot of...
Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom, that's right.
A lot of movies.
A lot of movies. And Breckenmeyer in it. So this movie is Herbie's going to a junkyard. He's beat down. He's not worth it anymore. Basically tells the story of how he fell off. He started losing races, and Lindsay Lohan finds him and restores him, falls in love with him, restores him, and they go and win the NASCAR 500 or whatever. And Lindsay Lohan falls in love with Justin Long's character. I can't remember his name, but so this one is one of my favorites because it's got the most nostalgic in my opinion because
It's a throwback movie.
a throwback movie, and in the opening like credits or whatever, it shows flashbacks, and man, that just gets me so emotional with much nostalgia because, like you said, these Herbie movies are my childhood. So,
well, I'm glad you tuned in. I'm glad you joined us. I hope if you come across Herbie that you'll give Herbie a chance. Herbie's a great car and a great movie series. We enjoyed bringing it to you tonight, and we'll catch you later. Bye.